80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redder. They will handle this trouble in time. For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redder.
Have you only just arrived, or is this you returning? I can't always keep the cogs and pistons in line. Ah, I remember. The components for the tonal inverter. Were you able to acquire them? Impressive. I thought I'd never see you again. That's what usually happens when I employ hirelings to acquire rare and exotic items from dangerous locations. Well, the great gear doesn't dawdle, and neither do I. Hand them over and I'll get to work. One tonal inverter coming up. Connect this, tighten the spring. Don't explode. Almost done. There. Do you like it, my latest creation? I call it the tonal inverter. Did I mention that already? No matter. It should counteract Sotha Seal's modified staff, at least momentarily. I assume you know how to use this, correct? Of course you don't. I just invented it, honestly. You won't use it anyway, not if you plan to fight the one who wields Sotha Seal's staff. Almost impossible to operate the tonal inverter while also engaged in battle. It's too cumbersome. Sunara, the Blessed Staff? I suppose the name fits, sort of. You'll need someone to assist you, someone you trust. Oh, not me. Too busy, too fragile. But using the tonal inverter is definitely a two-person activity. Easy as scrib jelly pie. One person operates the controls to generate the sound waves. When it reaches the proper pitch, you activate the inverter and discharge its energy to disrupt Sunara's power. Temporarily. Here, I wrote you instructions.
Presence defiles the city, Ashlander. How dare you demand to see our god?
I'm here to help. If you won't listen to me, listen to the Outlander.
Thank the three. The Outlander has returned. Was Barrowzal able to help us? Pay no attention to this Ashlander. She's been blathering on about Lord Vivek's condition and how she can help, but I'm certain it's a trick of some sort. I was just about to have her thrown out of the city, or possibly tossed to the slaughterfish. I know who she is. I still don't trust her, and I refuse to let her anywhere near Lord Vivek. Who knows what an Ashlander would do while the warrior poet is in such a fragile state? A tonal what now? Well, since I can't go with you, but with Lord Vivek requiring my undivided attention, I suppose we'll have to let the Ashlander assist you. Very well. Take her and defeat Chodala, then bring me a staff so we can restore Vivek.
If that old idiot is what passes for a tribunal leader, it's no wonder the houses are in such disarray. No time to dwell on that, though. I found my brother, and it's worse than I feared. Chodala's quest for power has led him down a dark path. Chodala and his most loyal followers have taken refuge in a ruin called Kaushtarari. It's an ancient shrine devoted to the Daedric prince Malakath. I think my brother plans to ask the God of Curses to help him. It will allow us to stop Chodola? Then of course I'll help you. Since the Tribunal's dogs took my weapons, I'll need to replace them. Meet me at the ruins when you're ready. Here we are, on the Furious One's bloody doorstep, preparing to enter a Daedric ruin to try to stop my brother's march toward power. I hope that device you mentioned really can counter the invulnerability granted by the staff, Sunara. Well, that's larger than I expected, but it looks simple enough to operate. I suppose it's better that I work the device. I'm not sure I'm capable of attacking Chodola. He's still my brother, no matter how dangerous his beliefs have become. I'll help you counter the effects of Sunara. Maybe once we neutralize it, Chodola will listen to reason. I know that's probably just wishful thinking. I'll settle for finding out who tempted Chodola with that damn staff. Go ahead, ask your questions, then head into the ruins. I'll be right behind you. The tribes rejected him. Azura set her face against him. Now Chodola's seeking aid wherever he can find it. That makes him more desperate than I imagined, and more dangerous. Why he decided to solicit Malakath, the god of curses, I have no idea. Malakath's an evil god, the Daedric prince of curses and broken promises. Perhaps that's why Chodola has sought him out. The prophecy of the Nerevarine was Chodola's to fulfill before it was wrenched away from him. Perhaps, but I don't think so. The Oathbreaker prefers a more direct approach. He isn't one to hide behind convoluted schemes and plots. Still, if Malakath agrees to support my brother, we'll have one more problem to deal with. It's true I have no love of the Tribunal. I also have no stomach for a war between my people and the great houses. too much blood would be spilled to no good end. Even Azura proclaims that my brother must be stopped. I'll help you in any way I can. Over there, those red exiles. They've been slaughtered.
Chodala, he's gone mad, sought to make a deal with the Daedric prince. Chodala appealed to Malakath, but the god of curses rebuked him. Killed us all, said Chodala already served another. He went deeper into the ruins, into Malakath's shrine.
These creatures, they don't belong to Malakath. Another prince's power is at work here.
You dare refuse me, Malakath? I am the Nerevarine!
Chodala, brother, stop this madness.
You bring this outlander to kill me, sister? You can't harm me! I have a powerful patron on my side.
The staff protects him. You can't hurt him until we use the tonal inverter. I need a moment to get this working.
What is that? No matter. You are no longer worth my time.
Scarfin! They serve the Prince of Bargains. Keep them busy while I finish this. The tonal inverter is ready. Stand in the field and focus the wave.
Shield! What have you done? I'll destroy all of you for this!
Azura, we've dealt with the false Nerevarine, just as you commanded. That was harder than I expected. Chodala was so angry, so full of rage, not like himself at all. Still, I can't believe I helped kill my own brother. I know that. It was either Chodala or the lives of hundreds of Dunmer, all because he convinced himself he was the Nerevarine, or someone convinced him. Either way, my brother is dead, and the Cavern of the Incarnate has another resident. Take Sunara, and I'll meet you back in Vivek City. Your Archcanon made it quite clear that the staff was the key to saving Vivek. I need to take care of my brother's remains. Then we'll be done here.
I don't like the looks of that sky.
Oh, this is terrible. Lord Vivek collapsed. Tell me, Outlander, were you able to defeat Chodala? Have you brought me a staff? I'm afraid Lord Vivek may not last much longer. And just in time. According to my calculations, with every use of Sunara, Chodala drained more energy from Lord Vivek. It almost killed him. We can use this staff to save Vivek. Just plant it in the floor, and the power will return to him. Working just as I expected.
What are you doing? It's killing him!
What did you expect? That's the point of all this, after all.
I've powered up the tonal inverter. Activate the wave!
City. Look at what Barbas found for your master.
I knew something was wrong as soon as I approached the palace. I could feel it in my bones. I was on my way here when Azura showed me a vision. I saw Sunara killing Vivek. Even without Chodala, that damn staff is dangerous. I don't think that thing was ever the Archcanon. It called itself Barbas. As an Ashlander, I'm more familiar with Daedric lore than most of the elves of the great houses. Beyond that, I've made a study of the most prominent Daedric princes. Because Barbas is a loyal servant of the Daedric prince, Clavicus Vile. I'm not an expert on the Prince of Bargains, but it seems to me that this was all part of some grand plan. Perhaps Vivek can explain things better than I can.
Shura's champion is correct. That was Barber's faithful hound of Clavicus Fire, a shapeshifter. He killed the Archcanon, took his place. Chodala sought the seal's device, impersonating Tarvas. It was all part of some elaborate plan. That was simply a consequence. We needed tribunal energy to locate the Clockwork City. I was the easiest target. If Barbas enters Sotha Seal's city, disaster will follow. I appreciate your help, but I must conserve what remains of my energy.
What happened here? Where's the Archcanon? Oh, by the three, Lord Vivek looks terrible. Where's Archcanon Tarvas? He always seems to know what to do in situations like this. Barbas? The Daedric Hound? Wait, I don't understand any of this. But if Lord Vivek's energy has been depleted, then the Moonlit, Red Mountain... My gods! All of Vardenfell's in danger. If only there was a way to give Lord Vivek some energy... Wait, that's it. A blessing stone. Find the Overseer and retrieve another stone from the construction site. Oh, please, hurry. I've never seen Lord Vivek in such a desperate state. I expect the Overseer's near the unfinished cantons, watching out for looters. When people panic, they're capable of anything. And with all the chaos going on outside, the Overseer closed the construction site. Get her key and bring back a stone. A few moments ago, Red Mountain erupted and the moonlit above the city dropped dangerously low in the sky. I assume that was when Lord Vivek's energy was depleted. If we don't find a way to restore some of his power, and soon, Vardenfell is doomed. I'm not sure, but our first priority must be to restore some of the Lord Vivek's energy. After that, he can tell us what we need to do next. Did Barbas give any indication as to why he did this to Lord Vivek? Sotha Seal's private domain. It said that the place holds the secret to remaking Nirn. I suppose that would interest Barbas and his master, Clavicus Vile. But Clockwork City can wait. The moonlit hanging above us, not so much. Someone has to take care of Lord Vivek. I'll make the preparations necessary to return the power and the Blessing Stone to him. I'm really operating above my station here. I'm not the Archcanon, after all. Then again, neither was Tarvas, I suppose. Lord Vivek, save us!
Where are you? It's too dangerous.
That was too close.
My wife decides to run out and chase some damned looters in the middle of a disaster. Who does that sort of thing? You'd think Lord Vivek's overseer would have a clearer head. She ran into the unfinished cantons. She's been beating herself up over the fact that they're behind schedule, but she won't do anyone any good if she gets herself killed. My wife's tough as nails, but she's no warrior.
We barely got out of there alive. I can't believe the Overseer's still in there. What's she going to do when the Canton sinks into the bay? Yes, the Overseer ran in there when she saw the looters. We tried to follow, but then the moonlit began raining fire, ash, and chunks of rock. Last I saw, she was chasing the looters into the far Canton. Greed is a powerful motivator. We left tools and materials just sitting around, unprotected, when the priests ordered everyone to get off the streets. The looters happily risk their lives if there's a profit to be made.
From Lord Vivek. Another looter! You want a taste of my steel too? No, wait. I remember you. You borrowed one of our blessing stones. Well, the Archcanon returned it after Lord Vivek was finished. No need to fret about that. That's impossible! We installed the Blessing Stone back in its canton and finished construction on that section a short time ago. Wait a moment. Does this have something to do with the chunks of rock raining down on the city? I suppose you're in luck then. We happen to have another Blessing Stone. It's at the third canton. Here, this key will open the door to that portion of the construction site. Just watch out for more looters. And the rocks falling out of the sky. Verona? Was she still angry with me? No, you don't have to answer that. I know my wife. I'll head back and let her know I'm all right. Tell Lord Vivek he can have our blessing stone, as long as he promises to do something about Bar Dao.
without me. If you insist.
No, wait for me.
I can't believe Vox smashed St. Velos' reliquary. Thank you for helping to restore it.
Bardau, it's moving!
You've returned. It sounds like the city is falling apart out there, so there isn't much time. Were you able to get another blessing stone? We need to restore some of Lord Vivek's energy before the moonlit falls out of the sky. Perfect. Oh, I can feel Lord Vivek's essence inside it. I hope I remember how to do this. You'd better stand back, just in case. Hang on, Lord Vivek.
Sweet energy, like a sip of water for a thirsty man.
Oh, thank the three. Lord Vivek looks better already. Of course, the Blessing Stone is only a temporary measure. We still need to determine what to do about Barbas and the stolen energy. As Lord Vivek has written, the bravest heart never falters. You are truly Vivek's champion. I didn't know if the Blessing Stone was going to work, but I appreciate your help. Now go and talk to Lord Vivek. I'm sure he has a plan to share with us.
Outlander, my time grows. Clarity emerges, like sunlight breaking through the clouds. Barbas must have replaced the archcannon weeks ago, all to set the wheels in motion to steal my divine energy. Every move has a purpose. Stealing my energy sowed discord and disaster throughout the land, and ultimately revealed the location of the Clockwork City. If Barbas and his master can bypass the wards and enter Sothasil's domain, Clavicus Vile distracted me, weakened me, all to locate the Clockwork City. Perhaps we require a Daedra to fight a Daedra. Azura's champion, Seren, in Archcannon's office. Seek guidance from her patron. But hurry, my time grows short.
Outlander, over here. I've been trying to find something that makes sense of all.
Mortal, the Lady of Twilight has words for you. So Vivek deigned to ask for help. I foresaw such an event, but scarcely believed it. Listen well, for if you continue to perform flawlessly, we might yet thwart the efforts of Clavicus Vile and his hound, Barbas. Just as I anticipated, the mysteries reveal that Barbas seeks to enter the Clockwork City. So far, Sotha Seal's wards have impeded him, but the Hound has Sunra. You must beat him to the prize, the reservoir that holds Vivek's stolen energy. Such knowledge has been hidden even from me, mortal. But I know someone who can provide you with the means to travel to Sotha Seal's creation. Stand back, and I shall summon the Mage of Cogs and Gears.
Interesting. That shouldn't have happened. Where in oblivion am I?
Mage, this mortal speaks with the authority of the Mother Soul.
Interesting. Summoned by a Daedric prince and her mortal mouthpiece. I was right in the middle of a crucial experiment. But I suppose I can spare a few clicks of the cogs for Azura and my erstwhile assistant. So, did you break the tonal inverter? No, not going to happen. No offense to the Lady of Twilight, but Sotha Seal was quite adamant about keeping the place hidden and warded against the Daedra. Wait. Pistons fall into place. This concerns Sunara and Lord Vivek, I presume. Barbas, another Daedra. Thinking. So Sotha Seal's forgotten tools modified to steal Vivek's energy, which in turn energized the Clockwork City. Lit it up like the top of Red Mountain. Even Vile's dog would be able to see that. What is Barbas after? Wait, gears click into place. The reservoir! You need to reach the reservoir that contains Vivek's stolen energy before Barbas. I can get us to the entrance in Set's vault, beneath the Mournhold Temple. Ready to go? You'll need my help. I know the city almost as well as Sotha Seal. The Hound used Sunara to get inside. We have to hurry. Daedra! Vile creatures of chaos. Deal with them, please. workmanship, the attention to detail. Sotha Seal is a true master. Amazing, isn't it? Such intricate work on something so small. Well, are you ready to go inside? Precisely. Oh, I see your concern. Forgot you haven't been here before. Use the entrance and you'll shrink down and get drawn inside. I understand that some of Sotha Seal's first entry methods had unintended effects, but now it's perfectly safe. Where else would you put it? Besides, once we get inside, it's much bigger than it looks. My former master said that working in miniature enhanced his precision, and it made it much more convenient to hide away and store. Now, in you go. The shrinking sensation. Over here. Don't let the hound see.
Oh, my favorite dupe has finally arrived! Oh dear, oh dear. Lock tight. Lucky for me, I've got Sunara. You may not believe this, but I really am happy to see you. I grew rather fond of you while I inhabited that dreadful dark elf form. Now you get to see me in all my glory. And soon, you'll be able to witness my greatest achievement. I'm going to bring my master's grandest plan ever to fruition. You'll be so proud of me. Just stay out of my way and enjoy the show. I promise it will be highly entertaining. Oh, yes, indeed. The grandest! My master and his partners seek to... Oh, no. Bad, Barbas. I almost gave away the surprise. Oh, you're a tricky one, you are. But my master will be so pleased that I stepped in and made his plan even better. My master has been trying to find this place for the longest time. He actually set the ball rolling. I saw an opportunity to improve his plan and make it better, so I took the initiative. This will get me back in my master's good graces, you'll see. Worried about the archcanon? The poor old man. He died in his sleep, all peaceful-like. I saw an opportunity and leapt right in. Stupid Vivek, he never even noticed. I was masterful in the role, though. Don't you agree? Nice chat, but I've got to run. I've got a barrel of Vivek energy to collect.
That should take out the defenses. At least I disabled most of the defenses in this section, but Sotha Seal installed numerous safeguards. I advise caution just in case. Barbas is ahead of us, but I know many paths through the city. We're just like the fox that chased the hound. With my help, the probability calculates in your favor, but you must keep moving. The hound won't dawdle. Unless he comes upon an interesting smell, or a tree. Since we know Barbas's ultimate destination, I can open routes he can't access. Only one logical place. To the atelier where Sotha Seal conducted his study of divine energy. Sunara would have sent the stolen power there. It's not far. What Barbas and his master want with Vivek's energy, though, remains unclear. Most of them might be a random contraption or a wandering factotum still out there. And if Barbas smuggles in more Daedra, the other defenses will become active. Clear the path while I open the route. Then I'll catch up and join you.
run! Must run! No one ever catches the hound! You are persistent, I'll give you that. Looks like you need more scoffing.
Dangerous tricks. No matter. There's another path back the other way.
What's your head?
The Vex toy found a way through just like you said! But Barbas has Sunara! What does the Vex toy have?
The Vex toy has me, you annoying creature. This way.
Master, I'm close to our goal! With the Vex energy, we'll open a portal!
Pray this works, my friend. For you interfered with a plan that wasn't intended for the likes of you.
Follow me. Isn't it? One of Sotha Seal's favorite atelier. That's the atelier behind me. Not only is this the workshop where Sotha Seal experimented with divine energy, it also houses one of the reservoirs that can be used to power the entire city. A reservoir currently filled with Vivek's energy. Almost certainly, Sunara led him right to it. It won't take the Hound long to figure out how to access Vivek's stolen energy. Then he'll try to open a portal for his master, Clavicus Vile. Maybe. Probably. It's a distinct possibility. Certainly the Hound and his master think so. Whether it will actually work or not, you have to go in there and stop him. The danger's too great to ignore. As I said, the atelier is the workshop where Sotha Seal used Sonorod to experiment with his own divine energy. The reservoir located inside was specifically designed to contain such massive power. As far as workshops go, it's a masterpiece. No, that's inadvisable. The atelier has defenses. You have no idea what it will do if it marks one of Sotha Seal's apprentices as an enemy. Neither do I. You go. I'll use the controls over there and help you from out here.
You can't stop me if the defenses won't let you in.
Southern torsion clutch activated. Open that vault and destroy its defenses. Responsive now. Open the north vault and destroy its defenses. Final clutch is active. Open it and enter the energy reservoir. Strange fluctuations ahead. Barbus is manipulating the energy reservoir. Hurry!
Turn this contrivance into a portal machine! Like my new armor? I wanted to wear something special when I kill you! Let me give you a taste of divine power! opening wide! It's working, Master! Vivek's energy was the key!
I can feel it! Clavicus file is almost here! See Sonora! They'll retrieve Lord Vivek's energy from the reservoir conduit. Lots of interference. Makes it difficult to lock onto a destination. I'll go ahead to stabilize the connection.
Such a good and faithful hound. You have done enough for now. So, you're the mortal who gave my poor dog so much trouble. I suppose we should have a chat, you and I. How dare you discipline my dog? He was only trying to appease his master, and I'd never harm a hair on whatever insignificant creature you hold dear. You, on the other hand, require a lesson in manners. Indeed, what ambition! As you can see, Barbas isn't a bad dog. He does get easily excited and overzealous. He embellished my plans somewhat, but it all worked out in the end. And we found the Clockwork City. This little flea thinks it's smart, but my plans are beyond its comprehension. Still, by delaying the inevitable, you caused my associates and I some trouble. You'll stay here until you're no longer a threat. How does a few decades sound to you?
Master!
Quiet, dog! Haven't you? Wait. Who dares intrude upon my lesson?
Found you! Over here! Oh, Clavicus file! This isn't good. I lost you somewhere between the Clockwork City and Vivek, but it was simple enough to trace your energy signature to this Daedric shrine. Unfortunately, some power is interfering with my efforts to open a portal for you. That would be unfortunate for you. Luckily, you have me to assist you. Well, me and Sonora. Expend a small amount of Vivek's energy at the statue, and that should provide enough of a distraction for me to pull you out of there.
Begone, meddling wizard! That stings, little flea!
That actually worked. Well, glad to see you're still alive, Assistant.
Hurry, Outlander. Vivek is nearly spent.
My time draws to a close. Were you successful? Can you restore my energy? So you retrieved my stolen energy. You stopped Barbas. Now, return what is rightfully mine. To quote my 75th exhortation, certainty is the brother of fear. Nothing is certain, but I have confidence in you, in what you have done. Use the staff. Return my energy. Or not. In a little while. It won't matter.
Oh,
Sunara. And restore my energy.
Praise Vivek, his energy is restored.
Remarkable. No Ordinator or Armiger could have done any better. You uncovered a Daedric spy in our midst, brought a living god back from the brink of death, and saved all of Vardenfell. Well done, my friend. As my next sermon shall proclaim, modesty is the false cloak of a flatterer, or the sincere garment of the humble. Again, you have my gratitude, and that of all my people. Indeed, even those who rail against the tribunal owe you their lives. You have done much for me and for Vardenfell. But as the warrior says, do not think the battle is over when the enemy is dead. The hearts and minds of the people must also be won. I must ask you for one more service. Gratitude is its own reward, I once told the crowds in Ebonheart. But I found that some of my followers appreciate something more tangible. Help me reward those who aided in the saving of Vardenfell, so we can reassure my people. To start, retrieve the Archcanon's signet from the Hall of Wisdom. It is time to appoint a new head priest. I shall gather my people and meet you at my statue on the central canton. It shall be a glorious ceremony, my friend. Rejoice. You cursed the darkness with good reason. Now praise the return of the light. The eyes and ears of the warrior poet returns, and just in time for the gathering crowd. Were you able to locate the Archcanon's signet? Continue to guard it, for it represents not only my loyal servant Tarvus, but also the past and future of my priesthood. And take this as well, to aid you in your next task. You have been my eyes and ears in the world. Now be my hands. Within the modest sack resides gifts for my faithful servants. Blessings from me, though I would have you deliver them. You served me in adversity. Now join me in celebration. As I call forth my faithful, Reach into the sack and give them the first thing you find. They shall hear my words of praise and gratitude, while it shall be your hand that rewards them. Are you ready, friend of Vivek? Overseer Shiralas, step forth. Overseer Shiralas, you sacrificed your blessing stones to aid the warrior poet. Well done. Take these recharged stones and finish building my city, after relaxing with your patient wife.
Thank you, Lord Vivek. I shall do as you ask.
Barrels up. Approach. Your knowledge of the mysteries of my brother's Sotha seal and the intricate twists and turns of portal magic were invaluable. Take this and use it well to further your experiments.
Gemstones, filled with a tiny fraction of divine energy. Amazing and so very generous. With careful tuning, this could improve portal magic 100-fold. Thank you.
Canon Levoul, kneel before me.
Was that... Did Lord Vivek summon me?
Archcanon Tarvis served us well until his death. But when I was most in need of assistance, Canon Levoul rose to the occasion. Now rise once more as Archcanon Levoul.
My lord, I'm not worthy. But I shall endeavor to become so. Thank you. And I can't wait to inform my ancestors.
In every poem, it's the last stanza that holds the most meaning. Once a stranger to our land, now a friend forever. Step forward. You come before me with an empty sack, but have no fear. As I have written, treat your enemies well, and your friends even better. Know that I consider you to be a very good friend. Will you accept the honor I'm about to bestow upon you? Then let it be known that from this moment forth, you shall be called the Champion of Vivek, and along with my thanks, take this modest reward. I foresee even greater achievements in your future, but for now, be content to be the hero of Morrowind. Now go forth and rejoice.